Hey everybody, today we're going to be talking about line art. Now line art used to be like my least favorite step of making any piece, but I finally found this way, this method that I really enjoy. It makes everything look smooth and makes flat color way easier to do, or just coloring in general. So I hope this helps you enjoy line art as well if you are also in the same boat that I was a few years ago. This is actually a commission for my friend Nico, so thank you Nico for letting me use your character Red as an example in the speed draw. So since this is a commission, I made this sketch a lot more detailed than I usually do when I start line art. So I'm actually going to simplify everything before getting started on that line art. So you want to simplify everything into just broader, bigger shapes and then just do the line art with all the details right on top of that. I use two different sizes, 12 pixels and 5 pixels. 12 pixels for the thicker details and 5 pixels for the tinier details, like creases in the clothing, etc. So I'm starting with the 12 pixel brush to do all the big stuff, like all the outlines of everything, all of like the broader shapes. One of the best things about digital art is that you can do separate layers, even with your line art. So I put the cape on a separate layer and then put the shoulder pad on a different layer, and then wherever those lines intersect, I can just erase them. So my lines look a lot more deliberate, especially with the cape, especially with the arm, because I'm not breaking them up as I go. I can just draw the whole thing and then erase it, and then it looks a lot cleaner. Hair is pretty tricky, but if you break it up into conceivable parts, it becomes a lot easier. So I break it up, in this picture at least, the back of the hair is one section and the bangs are kind of broken off into like 4 sections. You do that with the bigger brush and then you go back in with the 5 pixel brush and add some more depth and break up the monotony. You're probably wondering why I haven't drawn a face yet. Well, that's because the face is my dessert. If I start with it, I'm not going to want to draw the rest of my piece, so it's usually the same with everybody else. Now, I'm going to start with my detail brush, the 5 pixel brush. I'm going to add tufts to the ears, strands to the hair, creases to the clothing. This is what makes good line art great line art. Ah yes, we reach the dessert. Now for the face, I usually just use the smaller brush for the details because it's important. Make sure if your brush stops working to just scribble across the screen really angrily. That always makes it work again. The only time you want to use the bigger brush, I'd say, is with eyelashes, depending on the character. Who knows? I don't know your life. But now that we're done with the face, I'd say we can put a fork in this dessert.